was a release, a download-only release a couple years ago, absolutely live in '08 or something like that. But we actually just recorded a live DVD in Athens, Georgia, at the Georgia Theater, which is a very historic venue there that burned and was remodeled. And that'll be ready around Christmas time, I believe. And so that's
Cool.
That's a live album with video.
Sweet.
You can see how good-looking Brandon is. And also that we have a new, for all the people with iPhones and Android phones, there's a new app that's available if you go to blackberrysmoke.com or to the Droid Market or iTunes or wherever it is that you get your app type stuff.
Cool.
It'll tell you everything that we're doing every time that we're doing it.
Very nice. And the website is just blackberrysmoke.com.
Blackberrysmoke.com.
Very cool. We'll talk about Skinner and George Jones next. What are you guys going to sing for us?
Called Pretty Little Lie. You want it?
I want it.
Let's do it. Hold on, let me take these headphones off. Come over here and sit by me. Tell me everything I wanna hear. I'll pretend that I don't see the reason you're back over here. You look cold, I'll build a fire. There's a box full of wine in the fridge. We won't talk about what's his name. That's just water under the bridge. Yeah, you made up your mind, but he ain't here with us tonight. So kiss me one more time, cross every T and dot every I of that pretty little lie, that pretty little lie. I thought we had it all figured out. There was me and there was you and him. I was hoping for a chance to cuss you out, but then you came walking in. It hit me like I ain't been hit before. I guess one of us never changed. That's you and me sitting on the floor. I let you get away with anything. Yeah, you made up your mind, but he ain't here with us tonight. So kiss me one more time, cross every T and dot every I of your pretty little lie, that pretty little lie, that pretty little lie, that pretty little lie. Yeah, you made up your mind, but he ain't here with us tonight. So kiss me one more time, cross every T and dot every I of that pretty little lie, that pretty little lie, your pretty little lie, that pretty little lie. Yeah, you a damn lie. Yeah, you a damn lie. Honey, you a damn lie. Yeah, you a damn lie. Look at him.
Heck yeah. Playing at the Firehouse Saloon tonight, Blackberry Smoke live at the KPFT studio. That was beautiful. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you, Rourke.
You bet. Tell me a little bit about being invited on the Leonard Skinner cruise. How cool was that?
It's been very cool. We did 6 of them.
Did you
I
really?
think. Yeah.
Wow.
And they're taking a break, from what we're told. We've also done, along with those,
the people that put those cruises on, Sixth Man. They also have the Rock Boat, and they do a Kid Rock cruise, and we did a Zach Brown cruise with them, and we have got our cruise floaties, man. We've earned them, and lots of shuffleboard, lots of fruity drinks on the poop deck.
Right.
The Skinner cruise has been so great for us because there's so many people that come to be a part of that from Europe, and after the first year or so of that, we went to Europe for the first time. We've been there 3 times, and so there were lots of people from Spain, Germany, and France, Holland, Finland. That it's amazing. They spend all this money to get to the United States first of all, and then they spend more money to get on that boat. But it's worth it because it was always like Leonard Skinner, Marshall Tucker, 38 Special.
Blackfoot. Let's see, was Blackfoot ever on one?
Well, no. Well, Ricky Medlock was in Blackfoot,
Sure.
and he's in Skinner.
Right.
So actually, one night, Brit and I got up with him and did some Blackfoot songs, which was pretty special. Yeah, and but it's become a family. Everybody that's been on those cruises, you form friendships with.
I bet they love you guys.
It's great. It's perfect for us. And so this year they're taking a year off, Skinnerd that is, and we'll be going on the Rock Boat instead in March. Not
Very
this
nice.
year, but next year.
Okay, and people can find out about that on your website.
On the website, yeah.
Cool. How'd you guys meet George Jones?
Well, we went into the studio one day.
It wasn't Dan Huffman, I bet.
No, Dan Huffman. We went in the studio with Jamie Johnson to record a duet, as it were, our Blackberry Smoke and Jamie Johnson of Yesterday's Wine, the old Willie Nelson penned song, and a guy involved named Billy Graham and his buddy Trey Wilson, who's our tour manager, said, well, how would you like it if George Jones came and sang on the track? And of course, it was like, come on, man, really? Do you really have to ask that?
Yeah.
We like you already. You don't have to. But anyway, so George, nobody really figured that he would be there until he walked through the door.
Right.
And he did, and they deep fried like 6 turkeys for him, and it was fabulous. And so we had already gone in and recorded the song, laid it down, and he came in and it
did his tracks.
It was sort of like James Stroud, who produced that day. He said, I don't know what George is going to want to do, but when he got there, he said, well, let's go in, myself, Jamie, and Mr. Jones, and sang it. Together. It was beautiful.
That is magical.
Yeah.
Very cool. Blackberry Smoke live in the KPFT studio. Came into town to play for us live, but they're going to do their thing over at the Firehouse Saloon tonight. Is there an opening act, or do you even need one?
Yes, it's a friend of ours that has Atlanta ties, Snit's Dog and Pony Show.
Of course. How could I forget? That's right. Then they have some great sounds coming out of it. How do they have an Atlanta tie?
Snit, Kevin
Is
Fitzpatrick.
He? From up there?
I reckon. Well, he spent time there at least. I'll have to ask him. But
okay, yeah, he's a good guy. He's been in the studio many times. He's been part of the Houston music scene for quite some time.
Yeah.
You guys are in for a real treat.
I met him there a year or so ago. He was in town to see a Braves game,
Cool.
and apparently he loves the Braves. So.
All right. You can talk to him about that tonight when you see him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. We're going to go ahead and give out a pair of tickets. Caller number